guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please go down below and subscribe so that you're notified every single time I post and so that you could continue to see content like this. So to start out this hairstyle, I'm first going to be parting the front portion of my hair. Now, as you guys can probably tell, it's taking me a couple tries to get the perfect part, but what I'm doing is just making sure that there's enough hair within the part that I'm sectioning, but also enough hair to be pulled back into the rest of the bun. As you guys can see, that was a portion of my hair that I sectioned off. However, if I could go back in time and probably redo this hairstyle, I would section off a little bit more in the front so that my hair can be pulled back into 3 rows instead of 2, which I then had to go back and later do. Now, prior to having my hair like this, I had just washed it. So what I wanted to do was, before actually moisturizing the rest of my hair, I put a little bit of conditioner in it so that it doesn't get dry while I'm working on the rest of my hair. Now what I'm doing right here is just sectioning off the first row where my rubber bands are going to be placed. When I'm doing this though, I'm making sure that the parts are big enough so that you will be able to see that there's parts there, but not too big, because I'm still going to be adding extra rows behind this one. Washed my hair before this. My hair was a little bit dry, so to moisturize it, I'm going to be using the Miss Jessies soft curls, and then to make sure that all my flyaways are laid down, I'm going to be using the Beez Wax. After making sure all the flyaways are laid down, I'm then going to be going in with this rubber band and rubber banding that section of my hair. Again, there was a few mistakes that I made when doing this hairstyle because it was my first time, and if I can go back in time, I would definitely not have made my rubber band so tight. So here you can see me pulling on it. However, I would not have pulled on it like this because there are going to be other rubber bands in your hair, and I wore this hairstyle for a whole week, but it was not easy because sometimes my hair would get super tight. Now once again, here I'm just adding oil to my hair and then adding the Beez Wax so that my hair is laid down and it looks super sleek, and then I'm going to go in once again just rubber banding that section. Now, after having done this, I'm going to go on and move on to the next row in my hair. And instead of doing 2 sections like I had done before, I'm going to go in and do 4 sections. But I'm doing the exact same thing, just moisturizing my hair and then putting some Beez Wax on it and then just rubber banding it. After having put the rubber band on this section, I'm going to take the part that is right before that one and then section that into 2 different parts, and then put the left one with the right one and the right one with the left one. And that can seem kind of confusing, but what I'm doing is just taking the part that was right there, sectioning into 2, and then crisscrossing them with the one in the back. Once you've crisscrossed them and rubber band them, they'll begin to look like this. And then I just made a 3rd section, and then I'm going to take the 2 in the front and then pair it with the 1 in behind, but on the opposite side so that they're crisscrossed once again, making 3 different rows. Now once you've done that, the hair will begin to look like this, and you'll have 3 different rows with each different section being crossed over. And now what I'm doing is just wetting my hair with a spray bottle, because over time this did take me a while and the rest of my hair did get a little bit dry, so I'm just re-dampening it with some water, and then I'm going to go in with some Miss Jessies soft curls just to once again just moisturize my hair. Now, the reason to me that it was so important that I'm always moisturizing my hair is because while I want my hair to be super sleek, that calls for me to use a lot of gel, and gel can have some really bad ingredients or unhealthy ingredients that can really dry out your hair. So before adding those ingredients, I want to make sure that my hair is already super moisturized. Now what I'm doing here is just pulling the rest of my hair into a ponytail to start making the base of my bun. What I liked about this hairstyle so much was the fact that it lasted 5 days. The way that I was able to get it to last this long was because I used what's called the Murray's Beez Wax. The reason that I like this is because it's not like other gels that make your hair really hard and then dry it out, but instead this one gets rid of all the flyaways, allows your hair to last super long, but still makes all the moisture stay in within your hair. After adding the Beez Wax to my hair, I'm going to be brushing it out, and the Beez Wax is kind of hard, so it can take a little while, but after a while it does blend in and you get to wear this hairstyle for a super long time. So what I'm doing now is just taking 2 little ponytails, and I'm going to be creating my ponytail, and right here I use 2 hair ties, but I think that honestly one is sufficient enough because my hair did start to get really tight and it can give you headaches. For creating my ponytail, I then am going to go in and detangle my ponytail once again because while doing this it did get a little bit tangly. And then after that, I'm going to be taking my Kankelon extension braiding hair and I'm going to be adding that to my hair. Now, because I was just creating a bun, the way that I added the hair didn't really matter so much because the base wasn't going to show anyway. So I just put the braiding hair over my real ponytail and then use my real hair as one of the sections of the braid, and then the 2 other pieces of the ponytail as the 2 other parts of the braid. And now I'm just beginning to braid my hair. After having braided my hair, I then am just twisting that into a little bun, and then after just adding a scrunchie so that the hair can be secured. I already like this hairstyle a lot. I still wanted to add more style, so I got some hair jewels that I got at the beauty supply store, and I'm just adding that to each section. And then after that, I got some Kankelon braiding hair and I braided it up into really small sections, and I'm going to be taking the base of it and putting it in my bun with a bobby pin and then wrapping that braid around the bun of my hair. Now what I'm beginning to do is just my edges. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because I added so much of that Beez Wax, it was kind of hard to pull out my edges, so that's why it could seem as though I'm being a little bit rough, but honestly I had to do that because my edges was really laid down in my hair because of the wax that I use. But I'm just going ahead and doing my normal edge routine. If you guys want to see how I do my edges in a more slow paced version, go ahead and look at my other bun tutorial because I once again show how I do my edges. Laying my edges, that's the last step of the tutorial. After that, I just go to sleep, put a satin hair scarf on my head, and then I wake up the next day and it looks just as good. I hope you guys like this video. Please be sure to comment videos you would like to see in the future, like this video, and support me by subscribing.